Hey guys, D-Sol back in the Nerd Cave with my February 2023 pickups video. Super light month. Would have been a lot lighter if it wasn't for the Love is in the Scare sale over at Scream Factory, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but let's just jump right in. First up are some pickups from Vinegar Syndrome. They had their Picorama Valentine's Day sale. Got a couple things, and I also picked up a relatively new, or I don't know if it's their newest one, VSA. So I'll show you very quickly some of the titles. First one up, Trashy Lady, and Stiff Competition in 4K. Awesome slipcover on that one. Again, I think those were like 50% off during the sale. I don't get a lot of the Picorama stuff, but some of it's cool. Anyway, next up is a VSA release, and it's Ted Bundy with some fingerprints on it. Sorry about that. I haven't watched this yet. Really cool slip. And of course, the bottom slider. A little bit about the film. You know, I'm not, like I said in prior videos, I'm not trying to be a completionist anymore with the VSA stuff. If I see a title that I think I like, I will pick it up. So this one seemed pretty good. Okay, now going into Best Buy, I only have one Best Buy pickup for the month of February, and this is one that's been around for a while. It's a good price. It's a Lionsgate 4K Steelbook 310 to Yuma. I haven't seen this in a long time. This is probably like $17, $18, so pretty decent price. And of course, it's your Lionsgate slip, so pretty nice Steelbook. But yeah, really not much else in Best Buy this month or last month that I wanted to pick up. All right, so next up are my Amazon pickups. This one is kind of a random one that I've seen before. I saw this movie back in the day, probably in the late '90s, mid '90s. Haven't seen it since. I feel like the DVD. I feel like some version of this is pretty expensive, but this one was like $9. It's Meteor Man, Robert Townsend. Really, I mean, from what I remember, it was pretty funny, pretty decent movie. So definitely looking forward to checking that out. Next one up is a Steelbook, Young Sherlock Holmes. Just the Blu-ray. Pretty good artwork. Here's the J card. Another one I've seen years ago, I think on HBO. And again, it was, I want to say that was like 13, 14 bucks. So really good price on that one. It's a Paramount release. Next up is a Scream Factory 4K Cat People. The price was right on this one. It was under 20 bucks. I believe it was under 20 bucks, or it may have been like 20 flat, something like that. So it's a pretty good price for a 4K Scream Factory release. Cat People isn't the best release. It is an upgrade to... Can I grab it? Hold on. Okay, it is an upgrade to my VHS copy. Had to pull this down from the VHS wall. Wanted to make sure it wasn't at the bottom. Not sure if I showed this yet, but here's some of the special features. So yeah, for a decent price, why not? Next two are MVD Rewind releases. First one up is a great movie I've seen at least a dozen times. It's been a couple years though. Men at Work, Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez. And The Last American Virgin. Really love this slip. Really looks like a real old school VHS, like an early VHS box. Pretty decent movie. Haven't seen this in a couple years. Remember, it's got a real downer of an ending. I've met this guy a couple times. Of course, he's from Friday the 13th Part 4. Teddy. So, I met him a few times. So, these are most of the pickups that you haven't seen yet. The next stack are from my Scream Factory Love is in the Scare pickups. I did a previous video on that. If you haven't checked it out, I'll leave a link in the description below. Move these out of the way. We'll just quickly go through these. If you want to take a look at these in more detail, take a look at the previous video. First one up, double feature, Strip to Kill, Final Judgment. The Fan. Fire in the Sky. Urban Legends, Final Cut. Eyes of a Stranger. The Hand. Body Parts. And Eight-Legged Freaks. And as you can see, these are all just standard edition, no collectors. Alright guys, so here's my February 2023 pickup stack. Let me know in the comments below, what did you pick up in the month of February? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see you guys in the Nerd Cave.